President Obama today outlined his proposals to spur job growth. White House economic advisor Jared Bernstein joins us now from the White House to discuss what else we can expect to see from the administration. Mr. Bernstein, welcome to Bloomberg News.
Thank you very much.
What the president outlined today, as Hans Nichols just told us, and as we heard from that video of the president, he wants to mobilize TARP funding to help small businesses. However, critics say that this is really a backdoor second stimulus package. How do you respond to that?
By no means would you characterize this as a second stimulus package, and I think the president was very clear on that point. What he articulated was a limited set. You can count the top priorities on one hand and still have a couple fingers left in the area of infrastructure investment, energy and green jobs, and helping small businesses. Those are three targeted programs directed at generating job growth in the near term.
Should all of this TARP money go to deficit reduction, as some of your Republican friends have been saying?
Look, right now, and again, the president, I think, has this point exactly right. Right now, we face a serious job creation situation in the labor market. Granted, the rate at which we're losing jobs is much, much improved, and I think you can see some of the fingerprints of the Recovery Act, some of our other interventions on that improvement. But less bad is not what we're shooting for. We need to have robust job growth for American middle-class families so that their incomes and wages can begin to pick up and keep track with what is now an expanding economy.
Right.
That means that we have to focus in the short term on the very kinds of projects the president mentioned today. And one of the things he pointed out is that one of the best ways we can reduce the deficit to GDP ratio right now is to boost growth and jobs, to help folks get off of safety net programs, which are also costly to the budget, and back into the private sector economy. But let me just be clear, over the medium term, absolutely, we should certainly apply some of those TARP savings to deficit reduction.
But Mr. Bernstein, as you know, businesses aren't creating jobs right now. They have threats from higher taxes, new regulations, government takeovers of some industries like what's going on in Detroit. Should employers feel that they can create new jobs and invest in this climate?
Well, I think not only should they, but they will. As the economy begins to recover, you're going to eventually see the virtuous cycle come into play. I mean, that's what it does. The problem is that we have been in the midst of the deepest recession since the Great Depression, and many of our programs are actually engaged in trying to front load that virtuous cycle, to bring it forward in time. I mean, think about cash for clunkers, but also think about the hiring tax credit that the president mentioned today. Think about the lines of credit for small businesses, some of the infrastructure investments, the incentives to make weatherization and retrofit investments at the household level. Many of those programs are basically trying to get ahead of that virtuous cycle so that the private sector starts kicking up, delivering the jobs that ultimately will of course, occur.
And Mr. Bernstein, in about 15 seconds, are any tax cuts on the table?
Well, first of all, there are many favorable tax ideas in what the president announced today, targeted at small business. The Recovery Act got you 75% of the way in terms of reducing the capital gains on investments in small businesses. Right. The president today said he'd like to take that to 100% exemption, also enhanced expensing for small businesses, also bonus depreciation. So right there, three ideas to help small business on the tax side.
White House economic advisor Jared Bernstein joining us from the White House. Thank you so much.